Hey, if you're starting a new business, you need to know as much about your competitors as humanly possible. And I'm going to show you how to get a whole bunch of really powerful data in this video, a bunch of different tools and sources to be able to get competitor data. So you're probably going to know more about your competitors than they know about themselves. You're going to know how much traffic they get to their website. You're going to know how much foot traffic, how much customer foot traffic they get. You're also going to be able to see where their customers are coming from. Where do they live? Where do they work? A whole bunch of detailed information that's going to be really beneficial when you're in that business planning, financial modeling process. So I'm going to show you how we use these different tools here at ProjectionHub to help our clients get a leg up on their competition. So with that, let's dive into this business plan competitor analysis. So the first thing is I just got a screenshot. This is from one of our financial model templates. So we have a bunch of financial projection templates that we provide to startup companies. And one of the templates is our restaurant template. And in that, we ask some assumptions here. You see assumptions that you're going to have to fill out. Like if you serve lunch, how long is the average visit? How many hours are you open for lunch? What's your capacity filled? How much of your capacity of your seats are going to be full? And that's going to ultimately help you forecast how many monthly customers you expect to have in the restaurant. Now, how in the world do you know how to come up with these numbers? When you're a brand new startup, you don't know, you're just making a guess, right? And so this is why competitor data is so important. And so let me show you how we get some key competitor data to be able to help you make better assumptions in your own business planning process. So I'm going to have an example here of a steakhouse. So let's say we're going to open a steakhouse. We're going to call it Stone Creek Steakhouse in the Indianapolis area. We are going to do competitor research on 2 other Indianapolis steakhouses, utilizing some data from our partner Advan Research. With this report, what we can find, we can type in Ruth's Chris Steakhouse here, and we get to see a whole bunch of cool data. We get to see an estimate of how much traffic. So we see, in the last month, they had roughly 5,000 customer visits. We can see how big their space is, so 2,200 square feet. This can help you figure out what kind of size of restaurant you need to have. It even estimates their average annual sales, which is just super powerful. And then you can see the trend of their foot traffic here. So if we do the same thing for Sullivan Steakhouse, another one of our competitors, and we can see in this example, they actually rent a lot more square footage, have similar visits though, but about double the revenue. You can also see in this data, you can see the big drop off after COVID. You see the COVID drop and it just never really recovered, which is kind of interesting. So the other cool thing that you can get is some information about where their customers are coming from, these customer heat maps. And so let's say that you're thinking about opening your restaurant, your steakhouse in Carmel, Indiana, and your competitors are right here. So you can see right here on the map, they're at Keystone at the Crossing. And you're looking to open in Carmel. You can see, based on these blue dots in the heat map here, that they have a lot of customers that are traveling from the Carmel area down to their restaurant, both for Sullivan Steakhouse, and we see a very similar thing for Ruth's Chris, customer concentration in the Carmel area. And so that might give you some good intel and reason to think maybe we should open in Carmel. We probably could steal some market share from these customers that are making that trip down to the city. I'm going to give you another example of a gym. You can also get website traffic data. We looked at, let's say we're going to open a gym in Indianapolis, and we wanted to see what is one of the top gyms, how much website traffic are they getting. So we found that Lifetime Fitness receives roughly 800 monthly organic website visitors from our tool called Ahrefs. So Ahrefs gives us a monthly organic website visitor traffic count. We can also check to see what keywords are they ranking for, is their website ranking for. And so Ahrefs gives us a list of the keywords, and a lot of it is people searching specifically for the Lifetime Fitness, but some here are looking for gyms in Indianapolis. Now, these are probably new customers that are looking for a gym to go to. So this is what you might want to rank for, right? So we see that gyms in Indianapolis receives roughly 250 monthly searches. So you're probably your potential new customers. And Lifetime Fitness is capturing roughly 27 from this keyword, 21 from this keyword. So roughly 50 clicks, 50 visits from new customers each month that are highly relevant. This doesn't mean that you should expect to get this amount of traffic. What it does though is helps give you some guardrails. So if you're trying to understand how much website traffic might I be able to get? Well, if Lifetime Fitness is the top gym in your area, in your market, you're probably not going to out of the gate have twice as much traffic as them, right? And so this gives you some guardrails as you're kind of in that planning and modeling process to understand what's possible in comparison to my competitors. Same thing with foot traffic. If your financial model and your business model requires you to have 10,000 customers a month, and you realize that your two top competitors are both getting about 5,000 customers a month, maybe your business model is not going to work. So we can also see foot traffic data for the Lifetime Fitness example as well here. We can see the big COVID drop, and we can also see that it just never really recovers. So it's about half the amount of foot traffic to the gym as prior to COVID. So some interesting data, but all of this is just really going to be helpful in backing up your assumptions and your plan for your business as you're starting up. So if you need help trying to do this market research, we are happy to help with that. So we have a market research report. We're going to put a link to our market research report service that we offer in the description of the video below. There are also tools, these are tools that you can look up online and find some data as well on your own. And so my hope with this video is just to give you the idea of what kind of data is possible, why it's important, what you can use that data for as you're working through your planning process. So if you have any questions about your specific business, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to us at support@projectionhub.com and we'd be happy to help. Thanks.